Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paddy, and welcome back for another edition of Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. I had a day off yesterday from recording. Not a day off in general, but a day off from recording. And that means that I'm a little bit loose? No, that's not the right word. I'm a little bit off in terms of the characters that I have in this series. So I thought the best way to get back into the series is by doing the Hot Prospects tournament, which was promised for November, and it's going to take over most of this show. God rest my soul. This could be really ugly. But anyway, we are in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, and fittingly, tonight is the Proving Ground, which of course is the night where 8 lucky Hot Prospects get the chance to prove their worth in an excellent MAW sponsored tournament. As you can see very clearly, I had this all resized before the video began, totally not doing this on the fly. And you totally can't see that this is made in Excel by one of those cells being highlighted in the Excel manner. No, this is not made in Excel. As you can see here, we got Dennis Bartlett, Leroy Gosselin, Bailey Perez, Travis Beaulieu, Durant Lefebvre, Patrick Vincent, The Mean Machine, and War Peace as our contestants this year. And as a special announcement announced just before the show began, tonight, the winner of the Hot Prospects tournament is going to get a shot at the Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Championship. So, hype for that. That is our main event of the evening. We are in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. It is the Proving Ground, and it is time for someone to prove themselves. Let's start. Let's get going. That's not a bad opening. I could have seen worse. I could have seen worse. In an abysmal match, though, Leroy Gosselin defeats Dennis Bartlett. I think Dennis has this brawling style, this big bruiser, nasty brawly style, whereas Leroy is much more of a grappler, much more of a dismissal artist, and indeed he tries to diffuse the fast-paced brawling style of Dennis Bartlett, who comes at him with some big clubbing blows, but Leroy Gosselin is able to get the advantage. And why have we got changes? Okay. Is able to do some clubbing blows and pick up the victory in the end with a killer punch. Good stuff. Okay. And Bailey Perez defeats Travis Beaulieu. Travis Beaulieu coming at him with the big, nasty, powerful strikes. Whereas Bailey Perez is a hot, exciting talent. Works for TCW already, a huge hot prospect in the wrestling business. And indeed, Bailey Perez manages to pick up a victory with the Phantom Sleeper, moving on to the semi-finals. And the best match of the tournament so far, of course, from somebody who has been around for about 3 years. Patrick Vincent defeats Durant Lefebvre in a terrible match by pinfall with a private breaker in 6 minutes. Patrick Vincent, we've seen before, has a bit of a grapple style to him. Is a smiley, charismatic babyface who's able to get the job done in a gritty, effective manner. He moves on to the semifinals where he will face The Mean Machine, who defeats War Peace by pinfall with a metal face jam in a terrible match. Mean Machine moves on to the semi-finals where he will face the man, the myth, the legend, Patrick Vincent. Before that, we have our first semi-final match, but before that, the Mean Machine actually makes his way to the interview area where he is interviewed by Sweet Tabitha, and he says, my name, I've been around for over a year now. I am the second coming of the Mean Machine. And that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of anticipation. And I gotta say that I carry that anticipation with pride, and I carry that anticipation with respect. I am one mean son of a bitch, and you can hit me as much as you want, but I will never stay down. And I'll keep moving forward, and I'll keep fighting, because I'm one grizzled, one battered, one beaten son of a bitch, and I'm a wily young vet. And I will pick up that victory, and I will get my opportunity that I deserve. Let's see if he can indeed pick up the victory in the Hot Prospects Tournament 2021. Well, if he does get through, he's going to have to meet the winner of this next match in the finals. In a terrible match, Leroy Gosselin defeats Bailey Perez in 8 minutes and 33 seconds by pinfall with that killer punch. Good stuff here as Bailey Perez, the TCW roster member, falls to the Asian Canadian, I want to say. Indeed, we have a wonderful grapple fest. Well, wonderful is subjective. We have a grapple fest, and in the end, Leroy picks up the victory. Who will he meet in the finals? It is the Mean Machine, who beats Patrick Vincent with a metal face jam. A mixture of grappling from Patrick Vincent and some basic grappling from the Mean Machine mixed in with that vicious, brutal, striking strategy that the Mean Machine has. Clinical, brutal, without mercy. The Mean Machine advances to the finals. Before the finals, though, we get... Oh, this got the crowd interested again. That's good. The crowd got interested as Ernest Youngman comes out to the interview area and says, "Sweet Tabitha, I'm out here to say two things. First of all, I want to wish the best of luck to the Mean Machine and also Leroy Gosselin. Because those two, they've proven that they are hot prospects. They're hungry. They got their eyes on the prize, and that prize is around my waist. That's right, because there's only one championship in Mid-Atlantic Wrestling that proves that you're the man. And if you can prove that you're the man in your first year as a professional wrestler, or first 3 years in the case of Patrick Vincent, then that is one hell of an accomplishment. And that is the opportunity that one man has tonight, but they've got to go through me. The Wrestling Machine, the best there's ever been. The Assassin of the Squared Circle, I gotta tell you, Ernest Youngman is forever, baby. And tonight, my first defense as champion lets me see one of the hottest prospects in the wrestling business today, and I relish that chance to step in that ring, one of life's little pleasures, to fight one of the greatest wrestling matches of my career as I take on one of the hottest prospects in the business today, and I've got to say, it's going to be good. So I'm looking forward to it. And who will indeed face Ernest Youngman? Who is the hot prospect 2021? It is the Mean Machine, who defeats Leroy Gosselin. Terrible wrestling, not much heat. Metal face jam as the Mean Machine lifts the Hot Prospects Tournament title and goes on to our main event of the evening, which has a chance to turn this whole show around. The Mean Machine challenges for the Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Championship against the Wrestling Machine, Ernest Youngman. And in a 66C+, Ernest Youngman does indeed defeat the Mean Machine by pinfall with the hit. Ernest Youngman shone in this match. Jesus, carry job of the century. They have good chemistry, a great chemistry. And indeed, Mean Machine tries to bring that basic grappling, that basic gritty grappling, to mix it up with one of the greatest grapplers in the territories today. Trying to mix in those strikes, mix in that basic grappling to try and stand toe-to-toe with Ernest Youngman, bringing in that striking style to put Ernest off his game, trying to expose those weaknesses of the Wrestling Machine. But the weaknesses just do not get exposed, and Ernest Youngman, of course, hasn't had to wrestle 3 other matches tonight. And so with a wink to the crowd and a smile, he locks in every single hold under the sun, works over body part after body part after body part, going hold for hold with the Mean Machine. Getting that advantage, picking up a huge amount of momentum, and he goes forward and puts together a wonderful set of sequences as one of the greatest technical wrestlers in the business today goes to work, works down a body part, tires down the Mean Machine before hitting him with the hit, his double underhook, powerbomb, brutal maneuver as he picks up the victory and makes defense number 1 of his Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Championship. The show didn't bomb. Thumbs up. Considering the amount of people, like the quality of the people in this tournament, I'm okay with that. So I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys did enjoy. I know this is going to be a shorter episode than usual, but that's to be expected with the nature of this, so I don't mind so much. Let me know what you think, though. Very interested. Quite an experimental show. I think this is probably better than doing it over the 4 shows. It definitely makes it more important, although this was the worst tournament in history for sure. That is terrible. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up. Check out the rest of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling especially generous, there's a link to my Patreon in the description. If you want to see me ramble on a social media of some sort, there is a link to my Twitter, my personal Twitter, in the description as well. Mostly talk about wrestling in this channel, though. And aside from that, in the next episode, we have the Night of the Champions, our main event of the evening. Actually, I don't know what our main event is going to be, because this year, my intention, and I still intend to do this, is the Night of the Champions. Every single championship is going to be on the line. So the World Heavyweight Championship, the World Tag Team Championships, the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, and the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships. I intend for all 4 of those to be on the line. The only match I have planned is Scythe is going to be taking on Ernest Youngman. Scythe won the number 1 contendership at the last show, but I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the card. So I don't know what the main event is. It might be a World Heavyweight Championship match. It might be Ernest versus Scythe. I don't really know. Stay tuned. I managed to fucking filibuster this fucking episode over 10 minutes, but I won't keep you any longer. I tell you what, if enough people say in the comments of this episode that they weren't particularly satisfied with this episode, I will upload another one today. So let me know in the comments what you thought, and I will see you guys next time.